Hi, we are playing Forager, where I play as a little white dude and ravage all of the islands on this map. Sound familiar? But I want to complete 100% of Forager, which requires me to get over 100 feats, many relics and seals, and get over 60 skills. So let's get started on episode 1 of this journey. As we start our classic game, we spawn on our main island, where the first thing I have to say is not particularly nice. Alright, B to open the menu. A little bit of a weird button to open a menu, but I'll let it slide. First thing our little marshmallow man asks us to do is to make a furnace, so I begin by slapping some stone. Is this Minecraft? No, it is not. It is Forager, and I can mine a tree with a pickaxe. You heard the man. This is Forager. So I collected some berries, and then made my first furnace. In Forager, a furnace is where you can make coal, iron ingots, gold ingots, some different foods, and bricks. That's all I have unlocked right now. So I realized, I gotta start making some of this stuff. So I started to mine my first iron, figured out I could eat berries to give myself energy, and found my first coal ore. There is coal. Okay. This is good. After this, I made some coal with some wood, get my coal production started, and got my first level. That was loud. There wasn't much to use my first skill point on. There was industry, economy, magic, and foraging. I decided to go with economy, because I like money. We're going with economy. Okay. With my new money, I decided immediately to buy the island next to me, built a bridge to get over there, but then realized I have one big issue. I don't have food. So I built a couple fish traps and placed them there, stared at them while I said I am exhausted, made some bricks, and started making some iron to start making a forge. I officially visited that building afterwards and figured out it was a museum. Whoa. Holy cow. Once I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do any of this stuff for a long time, I left without question. I finally figured out that I could add things to my toolbar, so I added berries, built a forge, which you can make coins, keys, shovels, pickaxes, and bottles. I realized that I need bottles to get torch bugs to make my pickaxe, but I left since I don't have the materials. I went to my fish traps, and of course it yielded fish. I got 2 fish. 2 fish. If you guys can't tell, this was a very late recording, but I found my first slime. What are you? Oh! Oh! Jelly. Jelly is an important material for all of the slime things that you can make in this game, so this was a good start. But I still needed food, so I cooked some of the fish I caught earlier to remedy that issue. Then I got my first gold ore vein and crafted some gold bars in the furnace for coins to help expand my reign. Right after that, I found out what happens when your energy goes all the way down. You convert a heart into energy, and since the fish gave me a heart and energy, I just decided to take the damage from here on out. Then, I got to level 3 and copped magic for extra XP. I crafted some coins from those gold ingots I had earlier, and then after that I realized I needed a slime pickaxe. And for that I needed bottled torch bugs. And for bottles you need thread, so I needed a sewing machine, and so that's the next thing I made. Which, the sewing machine also had a backpack and a slime wallet. I bought another island and hoped that it would be made of glass or something, but it was the smallest item with just a chest instead. But I got to level 4 so I could upgrade industry, which unlocks glass and steel. Then I crafted a key and made my way over to the chest on the new island, and it gave me a fish net, where fish traps collect themselves. I didn't realize it at the time, but this is an amazing relic to have. I grinded some more to get to level 5, but before I bought my skill, I got sand. I assume that is how I make glass. You would be assuming correct, young Padawan. I'm glad you have a brain. I upgraded combat for more damage so I could destroy these islands faster. I touched my first fairy for XP and got struck by Cupid's arrow because I will forever love these little winged beasts. I bought another island with the coins I made and had my first interaction with Tittyhead. What is that? Get destroyed. Get absolutely poopied on. It gave me a level, which I used to buy foraging since I knew I needed more thread, but it also unlocked gathering, which gave me more inventory slots. So I immediately leveled and bought that since inventory would prove to be a big issue later. Then I went back to the new island and activated the foraging obelisk. Gain XP from gathering herbs and crops. Only one obelisk can be active at a time. I figured you could always use more food, and since fish gave more energy than berries, I made more fish traps. Then I got to level 8 and bought sewing, which unlocked leather and made my sewing machines faster. I finally made some glass for bottles, and after that decided it was time to craft a backpack that I made with all the flowers I collected. I bought the Rainbow Island and got the Expansionist achievement. It's a rainbow. Before I explored the island, I picked up the backpack and got more inventory space, bottled my first torch bug, and found out I could dodge.
Dodge chance. I can dodge? Since when could I dodge?
I used my newfound ability and then bought textiles for boots and gloves.
Boots and gloves. I don't see any issues with that.
Finally, I visited the Rainbow Island, which had a puzzle with these colored mushrooms. I just started slapping them at first till I had my light bulb moment.
Rainbow. Oh. Oh, duh. Red. Orange. Where's the yellow one? Yellow. Where's green? Green. Blue. Purple. Violet for those who... Oh. Still need a key. Right.
Unfortunately, I still did need a key, so I crafted myself one and got some glasses, which made me gain more XP. With this XP, I leveled markets for more money, and found a mysterious anchor in my inventory, which I still don't know how it got there, but I used it to make my first contribution to the museum. I crafted a shovel, but then shortly after realized this thing ain't do shit, so I upgraded farming so that it did do shit. I also got gloves, which makes me attack faster. And you also know how I said earlier that inventory was becoming an issue? It was, and badly. I had no space, but I still leveled and bought mining like an idiot. But it did unlock geology, which solves the lack of coal problem completely.
Allows you to eat minerals and gems. All rocks drop coal. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Just as crazy as me breaking my own fish trap. At least it gives me my materials back. With farming, I bought a windmill and got a ton of recipes in it that I'm sure I'll use later. I needed that coal, so I bought geology and never worried about coal again. I found I could make bread, so I made flour in the windmill and then made some bread. We on level 14, and we finally unlocked storage, but I made a heart-wrenching discovery.
What is this? Oh god. I'm turning into Steve Will Do It. Unlock slot machines? Jeez. I'm like Drake. Drake.
I would like to stress again that this was a late recording. If it was possible to love the fairies anymore, I did, because they heal you and give you full energy. The shovel was then put to good use to plant some wheat, and I used the sprinklers to water them. But then I realized I used some of the iron I wanted to use to make a new pickaxe.
Oh, I just used 4. I'm dumb.
Yes, you are dumb. But we crafted the pickaxe anyways. I upgraded banking to get some passive money, and I also picked up my pickaxe and destroyed my enemies with it. I got the Hoarder achievement.
Have 1,000 items in my inventory. Hell yeah.
Then I built a market and sold some stuff for money, and bought smelting to make my furnaces faster.
Best.
Our search for inventory space is over now that I built the vault and put 6 things into it. I then made a bank which makes passive money over time. I tried to make more banks but realized they get more expensive so people like me don't exploit it. Anyways, I used the money to expand to the Beat Island.
Oh, what happened? Beats. I'm sorry.
I got the monster achievement and did some self-loathing.
Dude, I am a monster.
But it didn't stop me from being born again with the renewal skill. I got some boots which make me speedy and started making a bigger farm which gave me the mason feat. I planted a bunch of wheat before I realized that the sprinklers go all the way around. I thought this was Stardew Valley.
Oh, it's just all the way around them gets water. Jeez.
Then I had a little issue with the bank. I couldn't pick up the money, so I had to make a bridge to go get it. And for the last thing of the day, I got to level 18 and brought craftsmanship before I went to sleep. Thank you guys so much for making it this far, and please make any suggestions for me in the comments. I want to make a Game Pass game review at the end of this series, so I would definitely be making a couple more of these videos before the review. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.